Alright everyone, I think we're ready. This is take 5 of the Chad Kroeger video shoot for the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 soundtrack, and Chad, we're ready when you are.
What's up everyone, Chad Kroeger of the multi-platinum selling band Nickelback. Just wanted to give the official press release. That's why they brought me in here today, because I'm giving it to you first. After the success of Lorde's Mockingjay Part 1 soundtrack for the Hunger Games, they have made the logical choice and made me the sole curator for Mockingjay Part 2 soundtrack in stores next fall, multi-platinum, coming at you, featuring songs like Something in Your Mouth by none other than Nickelback, Miss You from our new album No Fixed Address, multi-platinum, first day in stores now. That's going to be on the soundtrack, as well as the song Angel by Theory of a Dead Man, Boom by P.O. I'm good. It's just the shirt is so f***ing tight. I can't breathe. What's up guys, it's John from ARTV. It's time for a review of a soundtrack that pop artist Lorde curated, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. The movie is about to be in theaters, or it might already be out depending on when you're watching this. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, and of course subscribe to the channel, and check me out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are all in the description down below. Lorde appears on 4 of these tracks herself, doing additional vocals on some of them, leading 2 of the tracks, Ladder Song and Yellow Flicker Beat, and if you count the Yellow Flicker Beat rework by Kanye West, then I guess that makes 5. Lorde gathered everyone from Kanye, to Chemical Brothers, to Miguel, to lesser known artists like Grace Jones to appear on this thing, and I think that for the most part she did a really solid job. I can't say that I'm on board with all of them. Some of them feel like they are just too soundtracky to me, you know, like they really tried to stick close to the theme, but then of course you've got your ones that are more loose-fitting, more poppy in nature, starting with the opening track, Meltdown. It's done by the producer Stromae, I hope I'm saying that right, and of course features Lorde herself, Pusha T, Q-Tip, and the group Haim. I think that they all did a really good job. A bunch of really talented artists on this track that just has an infectious as hell beat. It's banging all throughout this track. We get some solid rhymes from the 2 rappers. Lorde comes in and kills it as per usual, and then Haim closes out this track on a really explosive note, just kind of coming in and killing it last minute, harmonizing, helping kind of transition the song from its middle stage to its ending phase, and really it's just all throughout a really entertaining ride. Breakout star Tovlo comes in and throws in her 2 cents on the track Scream My Name. It sticks closely with that vibe that she had going on her debut album Queen of the Clouds, which you might recall I really enjoyed. And this track obviously feels like it's written from a different perspective. Obviously we're not dealing with Tovlo's own personal relationships anymore. She's writing, I think, from a point of view of Katniss Everdeen, the main character. I think that she really captured something cool here, and it brings to mind the question not only for the character, but really for everyone, who's going to remember me? Who's going to scream my name whenever I die? Kingdom by Charlie XCX and Simon Le Bon is quite exquisite. That's one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful track that appears on this soundtrack. Got those classical styled pianos that are really just ecstasy to the ears. It does get a little bit more electronic in nature as it progresses. The pairing is really unmatched. All the collaborations on this record do not live up to this one. In terms of like the vocal styles at least, I think they just mesh so well together. This track Kingdom really works. Of course it made sense for Lorde to get the super talented group Churches on board for this soundtrack, contributing the synth-led track Dead Air. The chorus absolutely slays on this cut, really just showing hope and vulnerability in Lauren Mayberry, the lead singer's voice. At the same time, she's always done a good job of doing that in the past, and I think that it sticks closely with the theme of these music. I think that it also sticks really closely with the theme that runs throughout these movies and books. Not only this track, but there's a couple of others that do it really well. I think one of those would be This Is Not a Game. The Chemical Brothers took the lead on that track, producing it. The Chemical Brothers really just feel like they pulled from the state of mind that they were writing in with the 2002 album Come With Us, something I really enjoyed. I'm not complaining or saying that they ripped themselves off, but I'm loving the way the synth progresses all throughout this one. It's got some big synth slides and hits and flares all over this thing. R&B star Miguel comes in and does some really solid vocals, and then of course we've got some additional ones from Lorde. All throughout, this track absolutely works and sticks with the progressing theme that, you know, this is not a game, we got to take this seriously, and it really just pulls you into the whole Hunger Games world. Of course, it's not all big names here on this one. Lorde pulled the likes of Rory, XOV, Grace Jones, Bats for Lashes to appear on this soundtrack, and like I said, a lot of those I had never previously heard of. Lost Souls by Rory is one of those that I feel like doesn't quite work, although I think the guitar arrangements on this one are absolutely beautiful. It's just that the vocal approach on this one, it just doesn't quite sell it for me. I'm not sold on his whole persona. Original Beast by Grace Jones goes tribal on us and kind of falls into the category of unimpressive for me. Really just failing to draw me into this other realm that I felt like she was really trying hard to create. It's another problem I have on the track The Leap by Tanashi. I hope I'm saying some of these artists' names right because I really just get bad with names, but Tanashi just barely stirs the waters in terms of what is good about this soundtrack and of course what works for me personally. One that really did surprise me though was Animal by XOV. Kind of a dark poppy track that features vocals that really bring a sense of urgency to a track that I originally kind of dismissed as uninteresting. If you're looking for a song to really give you Mockingjay fever though, All My Love by Ariana Grande and Major Lazer could be the song to do it for you. Ariana's vocals sound a little bit different here than usual. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a bad thing, but I think she sounds a little bit more serious in nature than she usually does. She usually sounds quite playful, or at least a little bit more emotive on this one. This one just kind of has more of a serious and mature vibe to it, and I appreciate that she can bring us different sides of herself. Major Lazer's production style might not amaze you, but it does get wild and loud during the chorus. If you're not having fun with this one and you're a fan of either the movies, the books, or the artists themselves, then you might want to take a second look at this song. Lorde closes things out in sincere fashion with a cover of Ladder Song, originally by Bright Eyes, led by Connor O'Burst. Really solid tune, and she presents it in a very calm, light, airy, and kind of somber way. Lorde cries, "We'll welcome the new age," as she creates kind of this visceral environment that calls to mind certain scenes from the past Hunger Games movies. I can't say that I'm loving everything about this record, and I'm kind of torn down the middle on it, but there's a lot of great tracks on one hand, but on the other hand, there's a lot that just don't move me in any way, and I feel like a lot of fans are going to feel the same way. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section down below, and keep in mind these are all just my opinions, but for me personally, this is a 3 out of 5. Check the description down below if you'd like to see my favorite and least favorite tracks from this soundtrack, and of course consider donating to the channel if you do like my reviews, like what you see here. I like putting out more rather than less, and I'm only able to put out more reviews whenever I do have the financial support to do so. So thank you guys so much for watching, hitting the like button on this video, and subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to see me tackle any other albums that maybe I've missed, let me know those in the comment section down below, and I'll see you very soon right here on ARTV. Beyond the Reviews.